Hello my dear students, welcome to another video on Inorganic Semi-Micro Analysis. So in this video, I am going to discuss few multiple choice questions with explanation and few Viva questions where the answers are given in the slide. So let's start. Question number 1. Which metal among the following responds to flame test and why? Now, here the answer is barium, and this barium gives this persistent apple green colored flame. Why? This flame test is given by S block elements, that is alkali and alkaline earth metal compound. Okay. Now, this for alkali and alkaline earth metal, these outermost electrons are loosely bound. So, by thermal excitation, electrons are easily excited. By coming back, we will get the coloration in the visible range. Now the question is, this magnesium also alkaline earth metal, that is S block elements, but magnesium, beryllium, they do not give the flame coloration. Why? Because though they are S block elements, but beryllium and magnesium, their position is at the top. That means their size is less and charge density, that is nuclear charge density is more. So electrons are more strongly bound. Therefore, by the thermal excitation of this flame, that is thermal energy of the flame, these electrons are not getting excited. They are getting excited by higher energy, so which is not falling in the visible range. Now question number 2. Which of the following metal responds to flame test and why? Now here the answer is copper. Okay. Already I told you that flame test is given by S block elements. Okay. And these elements, for flame test, the compounds of the elements must volatilize easily so that individual atom or ion can interact with the flame. But in case of transition metal compounds, they are having the high melting point and high boiling point. So they cannot volatilize easily. But copper chloride, in the flame test we take the concentrated hydrochloric acid form. Copper chlorides are uniquely volatile. Okay? And uniquely volatile, and the electronic, I'll show you the color of this copper flame. It is that greenish color flame with center blue color. Okay. Now, electronic configuration of copper is like this. Dd10 4s1, because one of the 4s electron shifted to 3d orbital to make the fulfilled orbital and to gain the stability. Now, this electronic configuration allows this copper for the thermal excitation of the electron with the thermal energy of the flame and gives the flame coloration. Now coming to the third question. A metal gives green colored bit in borax bit test which changes to dark yellow in oxidizing flame under hot condition. So it gives the green colored bit in borax bit test. On heating with sodium carbonate and sodium chlorate and potassium chlorate or potassium nitrate, infused sodium hydroxide produces yellow color, which on acidification followed by addition of lead acetate gives yellow precipitate. So on heating with the sodium carbonate and potassium chlorate sodium hydroxide gives the yellow color, and which on treating with lead acetate, it is giving the yellow precipitate. The last part is the fusion test. Here the answer is chromium. Now, while this chromium 3 oxide in borax bead test, chromium 3 oxide is formed, which on reaction with boron trioxide, it gives the chromium 3 metaborate, which is green in color. But in the oxidizing flame and the hot condition, this chromium 3 is oxidized to chromium 6. Then its structure shifted to chromate-like structure. So, when this chromium 3 is oxidized to chromium 6, then the color changes to yellow. We know that chromium 6 color is yellow to orange. Now coming to the next part, that is the fusion test. Here what happened? This chromium 3 oxide plus either sodium carbonate or sodium hydroxide plus oxygen, which comes from this potassium chloride, it gives the sodium chromate, whose color is yellow. Okay. And the sodium chromate on acidification followed by addition of this lead acetate solution plus CH3CO whole to lead, it gives the lead chromate, that is PbCrO4, this precipitate, which is yellow in color. So the metal is chromium. Now coming to the Viva questions. The first 4 questions answer is discussed in video number 148. You watch the video. Now this remaining 4 questions, that is 5th to 8th question, I have written the answers. You just go through it. So this is the end of this video. Hope you have enjoyed. Thank you.